back with you, and we begin right there. Over 50,000 people are expected to attend the Hollywood Bets Durban July at the Greyville racecourse in Durban today. The annual event returns for the 129th time this year under the theme Marvels of Mzansi. It promises to be a world-class racing event infused with high fashion and cultural flair. Phila Mthembu is at the Greyville racecourse in Durban. Joins me now live. Phila, you are a picture of fashion standing right there, but I'm sure many, many more fashionistas are on hand there, including those who are tourists who are coming for sights and sounds in Durban. Take us through what the feeling is like where you are.
Indeed, Thabo. So right now we're actually at the other end of the race course, and I'm going to ask my colleague to show you what is happening here. Right now, as you can see, people have gathered. They are having, refreshments, and what you can also see is the race course, but there isn't much any activity on that particular side of things, because although the race has started off those horses, it seems as if right now it is still at a stop, but it's quite filled to I wouldn't want to say capacity, but the number, the turnout, as you know, we are expecting over 50,000 attendees to attend this year's Vodacom Durban July. And right now I'm going to bring into the conversation a chairperson from the KZN Tourism and Film Authority to speak to us. I think it would be interesting, sir, thank you so much for your time, to know the role that such an event actually has or plays in terms of escalating the KZN tourism sector. Welcome to Newzroom Afrika.
Well, thank you very much. The Durban July combines the rich and the poor, all stratas of society meet here. This is where people look forward each year for the next Durban July. And what we have created here, what we have created here is that the first Saturday of July each year is the Durban July. The last Saturday of July is the Dundee July, which mobilizes mostly rural horse riders, rural communities, and it becomes as big, almost as big as this one. So that this spirit of mobilizing the whole of society has entrenched. It's not just an elite activity, but it involves all stratas of society, and it's a great initiative.
And what does it do necessarily for the KZN tourism? I remember last year the city did say that it's actually boosted the Durban tourism, but I'm wondering the contribution of such an event when it comes to escalating the tourism sector.
Yes, the tourism is a lifeblood of any community. It's a low-hanging fruit for us, because everybody can be a tourist. You visiting your cousin in the rural, in the countryside, you visiting each other. All that is tourism. It's not only focused to overseas visitors, but local visitors as well, and as well as visitors from other provinces. There are quite a number of people who come from other provinces to the Durban July.
Indeed. And, let us also look at the challenges that the tourism sector has faced over the years. I mean, it has also been struggling to recover way back from COVID-19, and here we are now. How important is it to keep on having such events, running?
Largely we're breaking even with the devastation of COVID-19. We are now going beyond that. And what you see here, we are going to be seeing also in Dundee in the last Saturday of this month, actually on the 19th of July, so that all stratas of society are activated. In here, previously you just had just white jockeys, but now you see that the non-racial character and the black jockeys are there as well. The same thing, when you go to Dundee, you are going to find also mostly black horse owners, black jockeys and so forth, so that the whole society has been energized and activated and inspired by what happens in July.
Thank you so much for your time. That was, clarity over there when it comes to essentially what does this event even mean for the KZN tourism industry. You'd remember that there's been, challenges around the COVID-19 pandemic, and also there was that July unrest, which you had been told that had a negative impact when it comes to the province's tourism. So to have such events happening, we have been told that they play a crucial role in terms of escalating that, but there's still quite a lot of activity which is going on here, and people are going to, I understand, going to be enjoying themselves throughout even the night over there. But before we actually throw back to you in studio, there's a radio personality that has just joined us, who's also part of the fun. Jabs Zwane, thank you so much for your time, and also just running. There's a lot of activity here. It's actually busy. Tell me about your experience so far here at the Durban July, and what does it really mean for those who are in the arts sector, because this is the time where they get to be booked. It's job opportunities for them as well.
Look, it's an amazing opportunity for you to show yourself as a creative right now, to show up and show off, as I always say, and to also show off your talents, So the Durban July is not just another event that goes by without any activity, most of all economically for us as Abantu in the creative arts industry. So it really does a lot to help us further our careers, to also stamp our authority as people who deserve to be in the space, people who love KZN, people who want to see KZN on a bigger map in general. So we love the Durban July. We also love the opportunities that come with it.
And also, what would you say is actually a challenge that you guys are dealing with at this point that you are hoping is going to be tackled and improve as time goes on, as we also anticipate more of the Durban July events in the future?
Look, the reason why we love accepting guests onto our shows is because we know what this means in terms of opening up opportunities for us to showcase ourselves to not only people in KZN and stakeholders in KZN, but also outside of the province, so that we can have our talents shared across the map of South Africa. So the more opportunities like this that we have, the better. So what I would like to have addressed is how often we have events that are as big as this, that showcase us not only to KZN, not only to South Africa, not only on the continent, but also on an international scale. KZN is full of creative people, it's full of talent, you know this, and so we would love to get onto a bigger global map. We deserve it as KZN creatives.
Thank you so much for your time, Jabsi. Look, gorgeous, I must say, loving the dress. All right, it's all about having fun here, and also those who are in the arts saying that essentially they do recognize the pivotal role which is essentially played by such events, and saying that, it's actually even exposes talent, and it also means a lot to them because it gives them opportunities as well, where at a time, you'd remember that we live at a time where there have been so many artists, those who are in the performing arts sector, complaining of lack of job opportunities in this particular space, but they are also appreciating what this kind of platform does for their careers as well.